The 28th of June, 1914. Sarajevo. A sunny day, a royal couple, and a city buzzing with excitement. But somewhere in the crowd, 7 young men are waiting with weapons, nerves, and destiny in their hands. And by the end of the day, the world will never be the same. This is the story of the shot that literally started World War I. And trust me, it's not as simple as one bullet. To understand why a guy named Gavrilo Princip became history's most infamous trigger finger, we need the bigger picture. The early 1900s, Europe is basically a pressure cooker. The Austro-Hungarian Empire rules over a patchwork of nationalities, and not all of them are thrilled about it. Serbia, a proud Slavic neighbor, dreams of uniting all South Slavs under its flag. Bosnia, recently grabbed by Austria-Hungary, and home to a lot of Serbs who aren't exactly sending thank you cards. Now enter Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, known for his mustache, his love of hunting, and his slightly awkward diplomatic skills. When the Archduke decides to visit Sarajevo on the 28th of June, which just happens to be Serbia's national day of mourning, well, let's just say it's like showing up to your rival's house, wearing their enemy's football jersey. Waiting for the Archduke that day is the Black Hand, a secret Serbian nationalist group. 7 assassins, spread out along his motorcade route, armed with bombs, pistols, and cyanide pills for a dramatic exit. The first guy freezes. Too many cops, too many eyes. The second chucks a bomb, but it bounces off the Archduke's car and explodes under the next one instead. Wrong target. Several people are injured, but the Archduke completely unharmed. Furious, he actually insists on continuing his official schedule and visiting the hospital to see the wounded. It's here where fate pulls off a plot twist so absurd it feels scripted. The driver takes a wrong turn down a side street and stalls the car right in front of Gavrilo Princip. The young assassin is standing outside a cafe, and suddenly, history serves him the Archduke on a silver platter. Princip doesn't hesitate. He steps forward, pulls out his FN Model 1910 pistol, and fires 2 shots. The first hits the Archduke in the neck. The second strikes his wife, Duchess Sophie, in the abdomen. Franz's last words to Sophie, "Don't die, darling. Live for our children." But within minutes, both are gone. And with those 2 bullets, the fuse is lit on a chain reaction the world isn't ready for. Within weeks, Austria-Hungary delivers an ultimatum to Serbia. Serbia says, "We'll accept most of it, but not all." Austria says, "Close enough? Nah." On the 28th of July, 1914, they declare war. Russia mobilizes to protect Serbia. Germany backs Austria. France backs Russia. Britain joins in. By August, almost all of Europe is in a full-scale war, and it's called the Great War. One wrong turn in a car, and suddenly millions are marching into battlefields. The assassination in Sarajevo remains one of the clearest examples of the butterfly effect in history. It wasn't just about a royal couple, it was about alliances, national pride, imperial ambition, and one young man who believed his act would free his people, but instead unleashed 4 years of unprecedented slaughter. Gavrilo Princip didn't live to see the end of the war. He died in prison of tuberculosis in 1918, the same year the conflict ended. From a wrong turn on a quiet Sarajevo street to trenches stretching across Europe, history is often less about big plans and more about tiny moments that spiral out of control. Remember, the smallest spark can ignite the biggest fire, so be careful where you point your matches. And this was his story. Oh, and if you think history's full of boring dates, you just haven't heard the right stories yet. Hit that subscribe button and let's make the past go viral.